Leading off our discussion tonight is Democratic Senator Cory Booker of the great state of New Jersey. He's a member of the Senate Foreign Relations and Judiciary Committees. Senator Booker, thank you for coming in studio.
It's great to be with you, Jonathan, tonight. Thank you so much.
All right, so we have to get to two big things to come out of Laura Barron-Lopez's report live from Beijing. One, your reaction to President Trump's social media post where he blames President Biden for the situation with China. What do you make of that?
I mean, China has been enjoying all the blunders, mistakes, and disastrous foreign policy of this president. This president has mired us in a war in the Middle East yet again. The Straits of Hormuz is closed. We're depleting military equipment. He is seeing us make disastrous relationships with our allies. And China, what's China getting a chance to do? Well, first of all, they're getting tons of money to Iran through their oil sales still, and they're getting more strength internationally in their region of the world. The second thing that's really important is on trade. China is cleaning Donald Trump's clout. Trump said that he would beat China in a trade war. Well, what's happened is American markets, especially for our farmers, for soybeans and commodity products, have shrunk, and China has seized these opportunities because of Donald Trump's chaotic tariff regime. And so what we have here is a president who's just been a flat-out disaster, who goes over there not in a position of strength, but in a position of weakness. And on the world stage right now, he is an embarrassment, and I hear it not only in our country, but I hear it from other countries' leaders as well.
The second thing that Laura talked about, she showed in her report a clip of the president's interview with Sean Hannity of Fox News, where he crows about China making a commitment, it sounded like,
yes,
to buy 200 jets from Boeing. Does that count as a foreign policy win for the president of the United States?
It absolutely does not. I mean, if that's the extent of his wins, a guy who said we would get tired of winning, that is absolutely ridiculous. This man is losing. How do we know his presidency is a sinking ship? It's because of what's the experience of the American people are. Ask them if they feel like they're winning when interest rates are up. Ask them if they think they're winning when gas prices are reaching record highs. Ask them if they think they're winning when they're struggling so much under the lies of a president who said they'd keep them out of foreign wars and lower their prices. President Trump has not delivered for the American people. He's created a disaster in the Middle East, and he's weakened us vis-a-vis China in trade, in strategic alignment and strength, and as well in, frankly, in just the grandeur of the United States being diminished.
So, Senator, as you know, you were sitting here as I did the intro. The Iran War Powers vote failed in the House again today after failing in the Senate for the 7th time yesterday. But Republican support appears to be growing. Do you see more Republicans coming over?
I do. Lisa Murkowski now came over and joined us when we put up a War Powers resolution in the United States Senate. They cannot deal with what they're experiencing at home. What they're experiencing at home across the political spectrum is that they are defending an unpopular war that is causing them serious economic pain at home and is going disastrously abroad. They cannot defend this anymore, and it's going to get more and more uncomfortable. We need to keep the pressure on. It's why I'm leading with a group of senators to force votes over and over and again. You're going to own these failures unless you start standing up to President Donald Trump and do what you're supposed to be doing, providing a check and a balance to your overstepping of his constitutional power.
Well, speaking of a check, but a different kind of check, listen to what Senator Tim Kaine of Virginia said today.
Yes.
We're being asked to fund a $1.5 trillion budget, but our request to the DOJ to see the OLC opinion justifying this war, they have refused to allow members of the Armed Services Committee to see it. U.S. senators, appropriators, we're not allowed to see it. What are they hiding? If they will not allow us to see the legal rationale for the war, what are they hiding?
To that point, Senator Booker, what precedent does it set if a president can launch wars and then deny senators access to the legal rationale, the legal justification behind that war?
Yeah, I mean, this is the fundamental insanity of what we're allowing this president to do. War powers clearly lie with the Article I branch of government, Congress. He has launched a war, cost us tens of billions of taxpayer dollars, made the situation worse. The regime's more radical. The highly enriched uranium is still there. Straits of Hormuz is closed. He's made things worse. And the Congress, controlled by Republicans, is holding virtually no oversight hearings, open oversight hearings, holding him to very little accountability and doing very little check and balancing. This is not how our system was supposed to work, and the enabling complicit Republicans that are allowing that are not upholding their oath right now. As American soldiers are in harm's way right now, who swore an oath to defend our Constitution and are putting forward perhaps some of the greatest sacrifices. At home, comfortable Congress people aren't doing their job to defend the Constitution. They're allowing the President of the United States to trash it, and it's unacceptable.
Let me get you on one more thing before we go to a break. ABC News is reporting that Donald Trump is expected to drop his $10 billion lawsuit against the IRS in exchange for a $1.7 billion weaponization fund for allies. What's your reaction to that?
The American people are watching them struggle as he grifts off his office, as he finds all these ways to profit off of corrupt regimes, as his sons run around in tow with him from the Middle East to China, doing side deals all of the time. He's got a ballroom he's spending $1 billion on, and at home they're saying, what gives? My gas prices are up, my food is up, inflation is up, what gives? How much is this Republican Congress going to let this man prove to be the worst president, causing so much injury without doing anything about it? This settlement is corrupt, unjust, and needs to be stopped by the American people and by Congress people who have backbones.